Okay, homie.
How does this
This
start?
is it. I'll just start. I mean, okay. So I went with co-host. No, I went with coast to co-host because like I did a poll on
Say
Instagram and
you're a
that's what I got.
coast. You're the size of a coast. Is what you're saying.
You fuck you, bitch.
What was the scoring like? What was the final score
Oh,
of
it
that
was
poll?
so it was coast to co-host was like 17, and then
That's
fucking
really
East.
low. That's
Oh
really
yeah,
low.
I only have like 200 followers on Instagram. It's just my family and friends.
Oh, I thought you meant percentage. What was the percentages?
No, oh the percent. I don't know. I'm not gonna do the fucking math. It was, dude. It was. I did like 4 different options, so it doesn't give percentages. It gives just like numbers. So it was 17 for that one. It was like 9 for East Host, West Host, 4 for aim for the bushes, and 9 for two dicks on the dance floor.
Any
Which is
notable
funny because everyone that
votees?
what happened?
Any notable voters?
Well, I'm not gonna say that on like on a podcast. Like
That's fine. That's
I was
fine.
gonna, you know, it's funny. I was gonna say it too. I was gonna be like real quick, and then I was like, I have to
Yeah.
edit this shit. So
I forgot
so
we were
no,
doing
I'm
this.
not. Yeah, I did shy for a second. I did too, and I was gonna be like, bro, check it. Here's what these idiots picked. So never mind on that part. But is my lighting okay? I feel like it's just my room's just dark. I feel like this is just gonna
I
have to
feel
be
like the
I feel
light
like
could
I'm just like
probably
a
be in
silhouette.
front of you. Would make more sense.
Okay, what were we talking about? Fucking, oh yeah, whatever. Coast to host. I'm okay. Real quick, just to explain this because I'm gonna have to
Coast
edit
to
this.
host makes more sense than co-host.
Coast to coast.
Coast to host.
Wait, give me a second. Let me just explain this.
Okay.
Give me a second. Okay, real quick. Let me explain this. I moved the fucking. There's a light in the room. I moved the light over here because I look better now. I looked this up before. This is coast to co-host. Why do you think coast to coast? Wait, explain yours. Explain why you thought yours was better.
Coast to host. I guess rhymes better. It rolls off the tongue.
I could do coast to host. That sounds fine. Okay, so coast
But then,
to host.
but then
That's-
I'm the coast. But you have to. That's what sucks.
but we're
'Cause, like,
both
I
on
don't
the
wanna be the
coast. It
coast.
works. We're both on the coast. So we're both coast, and now we're both hosts.
Oh, we became. Oh, it's like rags to riches, but like coast to host.
Right. Even though you're from Brazil
Very
and I'm not from a, yeah. Um. So yeah, I thought this would be cool because I want to write and direct and stuff like that, and like do art shit, and then you do stand up, and then like on the side, like we have like our other things that we're good at, so like or not, you know what I mean? Like we're into like I'm into law and politics. You do business, so I thought that was cool that we have like this diversity of background, and I thought this would be a cool place just to hash out ideas, talk about things. I have a lot of opinions. You have a lot of opinions. We would just say that here, and then
I'm from
like
a coast in Brazil too, by the way. Don't think that I missed that. You trying to disqualify it.
I literally tried to make you an American right now. This is my way of like giving you a citizenship. Like this is
Good.
we're gonna confuse Biden, and he's gonna be like, oh, we
Yeah.
can't deport this one. This one's from New Jersey.
Daddy suck. That's what we call him on this podcast.
We only refer to Biden as Daddy Suck. You know, it'd be hilarious like episode like 50, and we just Daddy Suck died. He had an aneurysm. People were like, is someone's family member dead? Nah, it's just like the president. He's
Yeah.
gonna die soon though, right? Like not even in a mean way. Like I actually like him, but like he's gonna die soon though, right?
I feel like if we put this out, I'm never gonna get a green card. After that,
Well, I'm not. No, I want him to live,
no.
but I think he's gonna die. Oh, you hope he
That
dies.
sounds like a threat. The way you're saying it sounds like a threat.
I'll edit this out. Probably not though. Well, it's a threat that he's probably gonna die.
It sounds like it's like a weird premonition you're having.
It's like a fucking. It's me hoping.
Yeah.
No, I like Biden. I like Biden a lot. I thought he's doing a lot better than I thought he was gonna do. Like policy wise, I just thought like.
Is he
mentally-
though? I like.
Policy, I like his
What has
policies.
he done?
He redid like the whole trans thing for the military. He
Okay,
like
fire.
just like the dude when he said 100 vaccinations in 100 days, I was like, oh, he's an idiot. Like he's gonna get like
100
20
vaccinations?
million maybe.
100 guys.
Oh, 100 million. We did 100 million vaccinations. Like this fucking guy's not gonna do 100 million vaccinations, and then he did it, and I was like, dude, he did more. He did like 200.
But do you
million.
okay? Like that's okay.
Oh,
Genuine
like it wasn't him
question, like-
personally. Is that why?
Well, like I'm sure he wasn't in the factories fucking pumping out the liquid,
Yeah.
but like,
Yeah.
what? Isn't it like Pfizer, like it's a private companies. What did he do about that?
Well, there's Pfizer, there's Moderna, and there's Johnson Johnson. Like,
Right.
it's just comparatively to how Trump handled. Like, I wish we'd have to start this immediately political.
I know.
Like, I was gonna work our way into politics, but it just okay. Like, if I don't have anything against anyone with different political beliefs, I don't care. Like, that's not my forte. I'm just saying,
No.
like, off of my perspective, I don't like. But like the way Trump did seem to try to kind of push this underneath the rug a lot of the time, and everything was so slow, and the fact that he wanted to like it didn't like Biden
Yeah, but there
came
weren't
in.
any vaccines yet, so you can't really.
No, I'm
like,
not saying it in terms of vaccines. I'm saying in terms of like guidelines and treating this like a serious threat. Biden always treated this as a serious threat, admitted it, so it's like pushed it, and like remember Trump with mask? Like he was always like, oh, like it bugged me so much because he ended up saying like you should wear a mask, which was I was like, oh, like sure, but like it took him such a long time. And you know what's annoying too? Like, 'cause there's people who
There's
are
the
like,
makeup.
masks
That's
don't.
why
Whatever.
he didn't want to smudge the makeup. People say
That's
that's
fair.
real. People.
I mean,
do
that
say
actually makes sense. Yeah, no, that
Yeah.
makes sense. It's like, because obviously masks help if you're sick not to spread to other people, right? You know what I
Sure.
mean? So like, because I don't know, like it's just stuff like that, and Biden always took it seriously, and that's why I think like it seems like, dude, like 100 million vaccinations. When he said that, that didn't make you go like, oh, there's no way. You didn't think that?
I guess like I have no frame of reference to how fast these vaccines can be made.
Well, I'll say this: if Trump would have done it the exact same way, I would give huge props to Trump. Like genuinely, if Trump would have
He
done the
is a
exact same
big
thing, I'd have
fat
been like
man.
big ups. He's
He would have
yeah.
been like big ups.
I'm surprised he's still kicking. What happened?
Trump or Joe?
But Trump's fat.
Oh, so you just want both of them to die? What the hell's wrong
I
with
didn't.
you?
I'm not. I don't want them to die. I'm saying
Yeah,
they're
but
just
you-
fucking old.
You keep
They're
being
fucking
surprised
old
that they're
dudes, dude.
alive. It feels like you
I'm
want
shocked
them
that they
dead.
make it, dude. Dude, when Trump got the fucking when he got COVID, and he was just like on his lawn, and he was just going. I was like, he's gonna fucking die. Like he's
Didn't.
dead, and I was bummed because I was like, I didn't want him to. I didn't want him to die because then like the Trump people would be mad because he'd be like, if he would have lived, he would have won the election, and then the Biden people, you know what I mean? Like no one would have won. So
They were
I'm glad
probably
he lived.
pumping him with experimental treatments.
Dude, they were probably just pumping him with like fucking like Adderall. Dude,
They
you're
probably
like,
already do that. That's both of them though. Okay, have you noticed
Yeah,
like
both of
people
them,
they talk a lot about Joe's like speech, I guess, like how he's kind of slow. But
yeah.
have you noticed that his voice is very like it sounds like he has a stuffy nose?
What do you mean?
I can't
Give it to Biden.
I'm surprised you haven't noticed this, but like whenever he's talking, it sounds like he
Mhm.
can't get the air out through his nose. It sounds like he's got a clog.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. I noticed like he has like constant rasp. It always
It's
it always
kind of
sounds-
rasp.
It always
but
sounds like he's like whispering it almost.
it sounds like he's
Yeah,
his
yeah, like
nose
that.
sometimes.
It sounds like he's
Weird.
talking like this. Like he's not breathing. Yeah, okay, that's fair. It's not like clear. It's always like
I
We
can't
got the
even. I'd have to
vaccines
listen
out.
to it.
that's fair.
Daddy built.
But-
Uncle suck.
Yeah. That's yeah. I want him to live. I said throw that out there last time. I'm pro everyone living. I don't actually want people to fucking die. People are great.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to stay in the country.
Hey yo, okay, real quick. We brought it up early, but I want to I did want to save it for now. The whole fucking because we're talking about Jake Paul fighting Michael Bisping and like fighting like Tyron Woodley and everything. So okay, so for people who don't know, I actually like MMA a lot. I'm a big UFC fan. I
He's
don't
also very
think
big
I'm not
and
that.
large.
I'm really fat. Yeah, but I'm not
yeah,
like
for those
I'm not
listening at home, he's literally like 600 pounds.
I take
he can't
him
even
full
fit in the Zoom.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. I'm surprised you can move. And for those
When I
listening
sat down
on
and I was
Zoom, I'm
breathing
sure you
heavy.
can see it. Oh yeah.
You could actually fuck you. I don't know that much about boxing. Do you know that much about boxing, Lucca?
No, well, you know more about both, I'd say. Yeah.
Which is yeah, but like I want to be completely clear. Like I don't know shit about boxing. Like not that like at all. Like all the striking based things I know is from the UFC, and like I'm not like a god at that either. I know basic parts of it. With all that being said, I want Tyron Woodley to fuck up Jake Paul in boxing.
Why?
Just
Let's hear
okay.
why.
Why? Just because like I'm an MMA fan. Like okay, for example, like you like soccer, right?
Yes.
Okay, who's like your favorite soccer player?
Let's go like Frank Lampard.
Okay, imagine that dude. Like imagine if like who'd be like annoying? Imagine if like Ninja. Imagine if Ninja was like, I'm gonna try soccer, and then like no, not even soccer. Imagine if he like tried
Yeah, but
like
Woodley's not your
wait,
favorite.
give me a second. He's not my favorite. Give me a second. Let me just get there. Not even soccer. If he did like lacrosse or something for 2 years, and then he's like, I want to try this professionally, and then you were like, oh okay, and then he was like, but I want to play soccer players at lacrosse. You'd be like, I guess. And he's like, and then he said something like soccer players aren't that fast or athletic, and I'm gonna prove that in lacrosse. You'd be like, oh, that's so weird. And then he fucking played lacrosse against your guy and was like, this proves that they're not fast, they're not athletic, they can't play lacrosse with those other guys. You'd be like, that proves fucking nothing. That doesn't say shit about soccer or lacrosse. You just brought
like,
them.
Okay,
yeah?
if it was your favorite fighter, I get it. But like, if a random soccer player, like, was gonna play a game of lacrosse against fucking like
Against
I don't
Ninja.
know against
That's
Ninja,
against Ninja.
like it would
Yeah.
literally like I have no connection to this. Like I don't care if you.
No,
wins or
you're a
loses.
fucking liar. Because I used to jokingly talk shit about soccer, and you'd get fucking pissed. It would be the same thing.
Yeah, but it's a whole different sport. Like I don't care how good he is at lacrosse. This random player, how good he is at lacrosse.
Right.
If it was
but
my
all they'd
favorite
have to say
player,
is,
maybe.
Okay. No, but like, it's not even about lacrosse, right? It would just be saying like, this proves like, because his whole thing was like, this proves that they're not they're not boxers, and it's like, yeah, well, you're not fighting boxers, you're fighting like wrestlers. He's fighting. It was Woodley and Askren who are both wrestlers, and
Was
he's like,
that
this
ever
proves that
his
they.
thing? Does Jake
He said it
say that?
repeatedly. He out like straight up said like, boxing's an art, MMA's a brawl. They can't strike,
no,
they
he
can't
said
box. Like that's ridiculous. There's like Adesanya, Israel Adesanya is a kickboxer.
Well,
And
yeah,
he was a boxer.
But like, look, then it
Okay.
makes sense why he picked Woodley. You're always clowning. You're saying
Mhm.
like he should have picked a boxer. But if his whole point is that UFC
not saying
fighters
that.
aren't boxers,
Uh-huh.
why would he pick like a literal boxer? Then it would
Right.
defeat the point.
I
He's
think
trying to say
here's the
that
two things that bug
grapplers
me.
can't box.
Which is true, but like that's true. But he doesn't say grapplers can't box. He says MMA fighters can't box, which is untrue. And for the masses, for the majority of people, if I tell my mom that Jake Paul beat Ben Askren, who's an MMA fighter, my mom doesn't know what Ben Askren does. She doesn't know what his specialty was. You know what I mean? She's gonna see an MMA fighter lose to Jake Paul in boxing. She's not gonna get it's a different sport with different skills, and he's not a good boxer. He's a good grappler, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, for
but
the
I guess,
masses,
like,
it makes us look
why do you
shit.
why do you, yeah, but why do you care what the
What?
masses think? I guess.
Cause like okay, so I'm as an MMA fan. Like whenever I tell people I'm an MMA fan, I always get the same fucking response of like, people are like, no one ever thinks like, oh cool. Everyone's always like, oh, like you're an MMA fan. I'm like, yeah, it's because people think of it as like this, like they think of it as cockfighting still. They think of it as like blood sport and this brutal brawl. But if you say you're a boxing fan, everyone's like, oh, boxing. Like no one has a fucking problem with boxing. Why not? Boxing's just as fucking brutal. What's
yeah,
the
but
difference?
how does this gain any respect? Like
Because if
doesn't.
you have, okay, I think because it should. Okay, if people think of boxing as a real, genuine, like legit sport, and they think of MMA as a brawl, right? We both know that's not true, right? They're incredible athletes. Most of them are wrestlers or jujitsu like people. Like they're incredible athletes, and then like if you watch a YouTuber bring them into what's seen as the legit sport and then beat them, it makes it seem like, oh, maybe they are just Neanderthals fucking throwing themselves at each other. And when they go into real sport, once they have to go to real athletics, well, now they're not that good. That's why it bugs me. Because they are athletes. They're, like, amazing.
I guess, but like I feel like the people who are too dense to see that like it takes skill or athleticism to be in the UFC, like I wouldn't be worried about their opinion necessarily. Like,
But, like, that's
as long as
everybody.
you still
Majority.
enjoy the sport, like who cares?
But, like, that's why, like, it's just like a way of shitting on the sport. It doesn't make the sport look bad. Like everyone agreed, like everyone in the MMA community admits that it makes it look bad. It makes it look like weaker. It makes it look shittier. Tyron Woodley is a champ. If he loses, he was like
only
the champ for a
one.
while.
There's only been 2 UFC fighters who have lost, and one of them lost to Mayweather. So like.
Oh, that one was fine. Well, but then
And then
Connor's
the other
also
one
a
literally
striker.
looked like the fucking like he actually looked like a galaxy. Like he was so fat coming into that fight, and like he
That's
looked
great.
really slow. So like
Yeah.
I don't think anybody necessarily. If Woodley loses, that'll be different. But like I think the narrative was more like, wow, Askren looks like a fucking load. Like he looks like he's never. Oh, what did Joe Rogan say? He said like, oh no, Dave Portnoy said. He looked like he had never turned down a donut in his life.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
That's
literally
fair.
what he looked like.
Yeah, I just want to say this too. I have nothing against Jake Paul or the Paul brothers. They seem fine. They're probably fun as fuck to party with. Like they seem like
Probably
fucking
not
fun.
Jake. Jake seems like a little shit, but Logan's all right.
Yeah, like they seem like they'd be fun to party. Like even.
Did you see the
like,
whole got your hat?
Oh, like and he tattooed it on himself and shit.
Oh, like the whole thing was hilarious. Got your
Yeah.
hat.
That was staged, right? Like they had to be staged.
Was it? He was crying. He got punched and he
Who?
started crying.
Jake
Well, he
Paul.
took his. Yeah, did you see the whole thing? Like he took the
That
hat.
became crime.
He took Mayweather's hat, and then it started that whole big fight. And then there's videos of him like getting punched, and then he's kind of crying and saying "Got your hat" like in tears.
Jesus Christ! No, I didn't see that. That's terrible.
It's pretty
That's
funny.
like sad then.
I mean, it's pretty
I
funny.
mean, if that's,
funny.
I mean, it's hilarious, but like, I thought it was like staged because like, if I was gonna fight your brother and he took my hat from me, I'd be like, oh okay. Like especially if I was like super rich Mayweather, I'd be like, that's a little disrespectful, but like, oh whatever. Like, that's not that bad. He reacted like he fucking shot his son. He was like motherfucker, and he like jumped after him. It was like, what the fuck? Like, or do you ever see I think it was Mosley. It was Mosley, like Shane Mosley, the boxer, and he was gonna fight. I forgot the other dude's name, but like they were like it was like the face off, and at one point Mosley's like wife, I think it was Mosley's wife, was like next to him, and the other boxer smacked her ass like 'cause she went like bent over to get something, and then like they were about to like fight. It looked staged. It looked fake. They swear it wasn't, but like it obviously was. Like I don't think. Like it was the weirdest thing, and like all the comments like this is obviously staged, and like that was an ass smack. Like that actually deserves a response, right? Like not like I got your hat. Like who'd give a fuck? Like I don't know. Like maybe Mayweather. Like it is disrespectful, right? Like it's obviously disrespectful,
Yeah.
but like
I feel like Mayweather wasn't the one that was that pissed, but like the whole posse of his like just jumped onto them.
he said, "I'll kill you, motherfucker." He shouted that.
I don't know. I guess he's just trying to like sell the fight a little bit.
I think so. The fight, yeah. I think that's what it was, which is like that's fine.
That's fine, Mr. Weather.
Yeah.
He kind of grew on me. He's like kind of
Mayweather?
cute. He's like cute
Yeah.
and small.
Yeah. I think like he kind of talked about this a little bit. Like he had to sell fights, so like he's a boring fight. Like no offense to him, he's an amazing. He's like again like probably like the greatest of all
Wait,
time.
what's this thing like that he can't read? Can he actually not
Oh, he's
read?
apparently he's actually like kind of illiterate. Like apparently there's a video of him trying to like read like a contract and like
Right.
after a while he was like fuck it and like he just like left. Did you ever see that
That's
50
really
Cent
funny.
video?
No.
No, there's a fucking 50 Cent video where
That
it was during
couldn't be less
the ALS
specific.
challenge. Okay, so there's an ALS challenge video from 50 Cent where he just goes like, this challenge goes out to you, Floyd. If you could read one page of Harry Potter, I'll donate like 50 million to a charity of your choice. Yeah.
I did see that. That's hilarious.
And like, it's, you know what's fucked up? Go.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, I wonder why the ice bucket challenge was only a 1-year thing, because it was like kind of fun. I feel like that should have been.
I fucking hated that. Just donate money. Like, what a fucking like a attention whore complex do you have? For, like,
So you didn't do it?
of course not.
Did you get nominated?
Yeah,
And you
I was,
just
like,
chose
one
not to
most-
do it.
I donated money.
You're a bum.
I didn't do it.
No,
I didn't
you're a
give a fuck.
bum.
I'm not doing that shit,
Bum.
dude. That's such a, like an attention.
Why?
It's obviously for attention. 'Cause it's
What do you
obviously
mean it's
attention.
for
If you wanna do that shit, that's fine.
attention?
to fucking put. What do you mean? You think like the kindness of your heart, you're gonna fucking throw a bucket of ice on yourself? That shit's for like. What are you gaining from that? The fucking ALS people are fucking. Dude, do you think that happened? Do you think people with ALS seen those videos and just fucking like came back to life?
Jacob, do you think if
What?
it wasn't for that, you would even know like jack shit about ALS?
Yes.
Wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Don't cap.
Didn't that one
You
baseball
can't
player
deny.
have it?
You
It's
can't
the one
deny.
baseball player had it, and it was
Dude,
sad.
okay, you can't. That's just because you watched the movie Ted. Like, you can't deny
It's not
that
true.
it spread awareness and that like you chose not to share it with 3 other people, so you technically might have costed them hundreds
I
of
hate
dollars.
ALS. That's
Yeah.
fine. I'll
So-
take that burden. As long as I
Yeah.
don't have to see those fucking videos anymore, just donate money. Just be a good person. Donate money. Don't
Yeah,
make
but
it
that's the whole point is that it's viral.
But
So
dude,
you
why
need,
like sure.
so
Sure.
you're actually a terrible human for
I
that.
don't give a fuck.
You gotta
I
give
don't
into
give a
the.
fuck.
Sometimes
It
you
was just
gotta just go
annoying.
with the.
I
Sometimes you
didn't-
actually have to go with the masses.
No, you don't. Do you remember the? Like, I don't know why. Like I saw like the Coney 2012 thing. Do you remember that fucking shit?
Yeah, and I donated thousands to a
And
phony.
and what happened? What happened with that money? Joseph Coney's out
I'm
there.
kidding. We were like 11. Wow, there's no.
We
way
were
we
11.
donated.
Dude, no, I remember literally being in middle school and like some random girl came in with like the fucking bands and the shirt and everything that said Coin 2012. And I was like, what the fuck? And it's around here. Around here, it's just Mexicans. And Mexicans don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, we're Mexican Americans. We don't give a fuck about
Well,
anyone
did you
else.
watch the video?
Yeah, of course I watched the video.
It is
It's
a
depressing as shit.
compelling ass video.
It was. Very
It was
well made.
compelling.
It was sick.
The
Dude,
guy
I
was-
thought Joseph Kony was coming to my house. I thought he was gonna start like
and then it
getting
was
us.
literally like it was what like 2 weeks later the man just started jerking off in the streets of San Francisco.
Dude, he
That's
like
how
didn't he
it
like
ended.
launder like all the money? Yeah, he was a piece of shit.
Laundered all
Fuck
the
that
money and
guy.
then literally jerked off in the street. Like what?
That's like, I like how he became a bigger menace than Coney. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
apparently,
mean?
like
to us.
and then that got exposed. Like Coney, like isn't
Yeah.
even not that he's not bad. I'm sure he's bad, but like
Mhm.
they made it look like it was a huge problem in the
Mhm.
Congo or whatever. But like
Mhm.
they were like, this guy hasn't been a factor here in like 20 years. Like it's fine. And then we're like,
Yeah.
damn. I don't think they found him though.
I mean, if he's not that big of a deal, who gives a fuck at this point, right?
I mean, I guess.
Like,
But, like-
obviously, like justice is justice, but like, you see what I'm saying? Like, fucking people wearing fucking silly remember silly bands? They're doing the whole fucking 9, dude, with that shit. Like,
I would love to have a Capri Sun right now. Not sure why that's
I've
relevant.
never been a fan. Yeah, no, I've never been a fan of Capri Suns.
What
I don't
could
have nostalgia.
possibly be bad about it? It's just,
just
good.
shit.
Good juice.
Nah, they're shit. Like, genuinely bad.
Are you a juice guy?
Yeah, I like juices. Like
What's the
cranberry,
juice
like
that you
orange
like?
juice.
Cranberry? That's disgusting. What kind of orange juice? Like Tropicana?
I don't give a fuck what kind. Any orange juice.
You a
Apple juice
punch
is
guy?
good. Yeah, I like punch.
How do you not like Capri Sun?
Cause just shit. It's like
What?
the shittiest
The-
version of all those things.
The taste is good.
No, it's fucking not. This is not done. The podcast is gonna devolve into. It's not. No, it tastes like shit. Like it's just like Chef Boyardee. Oh, we talked about Chef Boyardee. Like it's fucking terrible.
Yeah, your opinion was
Bad.
that you really liked it, right?
Yeah, I loved it, dude. Like, or the fucking banquet meals. I don't know how. Like when you're little, like everything's amazing, and then you grow up
Right.
and you're like everything's fucking shit.
I think that's
Everything's
what happened to
terrible.
you, but I'm still stuck in that phase.
Oh,
Like,
you have
I like
nostalgia?
Chef Boyardee. I like
Mhm.
Capri Sun. I'm fine with the ALS bucket challenge. I think you became too cynical.
I think you're 12, and I think
Yeah.
like I moved
Yeah.
fast. I moved past the 2000s.
Yeah, I have a
don't know.
Coney 2012 poster in my bedroom.
You're actively searching for him right now.
Yeah, I'm actually just a fanboy. The more I'm in favor.
You're pro Coney.
Cool, man.
This is gonna come back and bite you in the ass when you run for governor. This
Yeah.
that very specific statement.
Can I? Well, Arnold did it, so maybe I can.
Yeah. No, you don't. It's just president. But yeah. Anything else you could do? You could
So
mayor,
I
governor.
can't
You
be
just can't be
president?
president. No,
Okay. So
Which
you can
sucks.
be president? That sucks.
I can. Yeah. I'd be an amazing president.
You literally
Just the
won't
voice.
even get close.
No, I'm
Presidents
too
have
proud.
historically had bad voices. It's just recency bias because of Obama, but historically they have had shit voices. Do you know what George
Clinton.
Washington sounded like?
No.
Like it was literally like a mouse. He was just like, let's go and kill the pyramids.
I'm gonna stomp you out of your dignity. You don't have to. Well, I know Lincoln. Apparently Lincoln had like a bitch voice. Great
What
president.
did it sound like?
Bitch voice, just high pitched as all fuck. Like imagine, remember Gilbert, what the fuck's his name? Gottfried, the fucking bird from Aladdin. It's that.
Lincoln sounded like that.
He sounded like that. Imagine like hearing fucking that guy. He should. You know what? I think he actually does it in A Million Ways to Die in the West. I was gonna say, imagine Gilbert.
A Lincoln impression.
He does Lincoln. Yeah, he's Lincoln in that movie.
What the hell?
I swear to God, you
an
can
Adam
Google it.
Sandler movie.
No, it's a Seth MacFarlane movie. It's not good.
Oh,
It's
that's
bad.
probably funny. It's probably funny.
It's not good. It's okay. There was one funny scene with like a nice block or something.
You got weird taste in that shit too. Like you like some really
Comedy.
trash shit, and then you
Mhm.
also like you don't like that.
Yeah. It's like I don't know. I see what you mean, because I like dumb shit.
You
I
like
like
a lot
really
of dumb
stupid.
shit.
I like 21 Jump Street. Yeah, I do. I like 21 Jump Street's like my favorite comedy movie ever.
Right,
it's
I
so
was about
fucking
to
stupid.
say like that, and
It's
like
so
Marvel.
fucking
Like
dumb.
Marvel is kind of a
I
basic
love
thing
Marvel.
to like.
Oh, it's
You
super
literally
fucking
suck
stupid.
it.
Yeah. Or like
And
I've always
also
loved
you
superhero
like-
movies.
Even
They're all
like your
stupid.
humor with like YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Like the turtle video, like
Yeah, I love there's a video online for everyone who doesn't know about it. There's a video online of a turtle fucking a boat, and I love it. Like like I'm not kidding. I love it.
Not
I don't know why. It's like I could appreciate clever comedy, but like isn't it? There's like a fine line between like what's like Monty Python's thought of as like very like OG like great comedy, right? Have you
too
like
woke.
it's
Too woke.
but it's just dumb Monty Python. Like, and I love it, but like Biggest Dickus isn't fucking. Let's not like. It's fucking stupid. Or like when it's the fucking holy hand grenade. Like a lot of their stuff, like it's not like this genius level fucking comedy. It's like dumb shit, but it's hilarious.
Yeah, there's some smart ones, but
Like
yeah, I
like
get
what?
what you mean. There's like the argument one. You ever seen that?
Yes, that one's funny.
That
Yeah, I
one's
know what
pretty
you're talking
funny.
about. That one's
I'm
good.
a fan of that.
For everyone that doesn't know, the argument one, it's like it's a dude who pays for an argument, and the fucking
Right.
guy just like and then like he fucks you out of the money pretty much. So then the argument becomes the fact that he fucked you out of the money. So then it becomes like this huge story. Like, is he fucking me out of the money to create an argument, or is he actually fucking me out of my money? So it's great. It's really funny. And that one's very good. That one's clever.
Very.
Yeah. But
Do people know like who we are
What?
at this point? Like, have we introduced this?
oh yeah, we probably should do that. We probably should have done that in the beginning of the podcast. Okay, so my name is Jacob Chavez. I go to NYU, or I went to NYU. I graduated from the film and television program there. And I have I guess like I was possibly doing pre-law, so I have like a pre-law prerequisite, which doesn't really exist, but like fuck it, I have that now. And yeah, do we do like our ages? I feel like I'm that fucking. Do you guys know like that whole? There's like that circle thing you'd have to do in every fucking college class. Where it's like introduce yourself and what's a fun fact about you.
I feel like I just give a boring ass fact. I just say I'm from Brazil, and then if one of the questions is also where are you from, then I'm fucked. Then I'm like shit. I don't know what to do for fun fact now.
Yeah, you just double up on it. Just be like fun fact and where I'm from, Brazil.
Yeah.
Do you ever?
You know what I
like,
do? I usually go with I've never been stung by a bee, but I have been stung by a bee. I just feel like that's acceptable.
I think I did that one time because I did I never been stung by a bee, but I've been stung by a jellyfish, and then
Have
I
you?
stopped. Yeah, I've been stung by a jellyfish before. Yeah,
How? What were
I
you
was at
doing
the-
to it?
I. We
Put
don't like talk
lipstick
about
on
the court cases. Yeah, the restraining orders won't let me talk
Yeah.
about that right now.
Yeah.
But
Still on
I
trail.
was at the beach with my family. Got it. I stopped telling that because then everyone would go like, "Did you pee on it?" And you'd be like, "No, I didn't. You can't. You're not supposed to pee on it. Like it's bad. Don't pee on it."
Are you
And they'd be like,
sure?
"You pissed on it though, didn't you?" I'm positive. Google it. It just makes it infected. Dude, the
Wait.
fucking lifeguard came out and he sprayed some shit on it, and then it made it feel better. But it feels numb.
He
Like your
sprayed
fucking arm goes
piss in
numb.
a bottle, is what he sprayed.
You see, this is what I don't fucking tell people anymore, because people really
Yeah.
do that. I've had professors who go like, "So did you piss on it or what?" And you're like, "No, you're not supposed to fucking piss on it. No."
How was
Just
it?
like,
First answer when you Google it. Are you supposed to pee on a jellyfish sting? Quite simply, no.
like don't piss on a jellyfish thing, people. It will not make it. It will make it worse.
So it wasn't like a dangerous one. Did it leave a mark?
No, it was dead. Thank God, it was already dead. Well,
Oh,
that's
so
what,
it didn't even
what happened.
sting you, G.
It stung me.
If
I
it's
think
dead, it doesn't even sting. Back.
Okay. So the reason I got stung was it was like this brown thing and it looked like seaweed, and I moved over with my arm thinking it was seaweed, and then it ended up stinging me. I didn't realize I got stung for a couple. Like I actually immediately I felt it. I felt like it felt like a numbing, throbbing pain, but like I was confused obviously because I was like, why the fuck that seaweed kind of hurt when I touched it. It did feel weird too. I actually still to this day remember what it felt like. It felt really weird. But so I think it was dying then, because it's for sure fucked up my arm. Like it was
How
fine,
did
but
you
like
know?
it did hurt.
So it was in the water.
Mhm.
How did you like? Why did you think it was dead? It sounds like it was probably alive.
It was brown.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Like I was
You
really
don't know
close. I was
anything
really
about
close near
jellyfish.
shore. No, I don't know shit about jellyfish. It was brown. It was close to shore, and it didn't hurt me that much, so I assumed it was dead. Like I survived,
A
so
friend
I
of
thought it
mine,
was dead.
friend of mine got stung by a stingray, and he said it was the worst pain he's ever experienced. It was like 8 hours of just the most excruciating pain.
Where'd he get stung?
Foot.
Oof. Yeah.
Pretty
That's the
cute.
shit that killed Steve Irwin, right?
Yeah, but like I don't get how. Like, jeez, it had to have gone.
It
Like,
stabbed him in the fucking
like,
heart.
Right, but like, how did that even happen? Like, I guess it was a really big one, and like,
Mhm.
how did he even get in that position? Like, I don't know. It's fucked.
I don't know if he was next to it or what, but like, it's
Rest
a
in
weird
peace
thing
to
of
the
like I'm
goat.
so pro-human. Yeah, I'm so pro-human. Like I don't even give a fuck what he was doing to it. Like the fact that it killed him made me go like, well, fuck stingrays then. I fucking love Steve Irwin.
Especially him. Like, you can't. Like, he was the most pro animal there could be. Like, I completely
Such a nice
trust
guy.
he wasn't doing anything bad. So like,
Yeah.
yeah.
You want to introduce yourself now, by the way?
Oh yeah. Name's Jacob Chavez. That is. Middle
Yeah.
name Eduardo.
My social security number. You're just gonna go. Here's my bank information.
Yeah, I'm Lucca. I from Brazil. Never been stung by a bee, and I go to NYU as well, or did. Graduated in business, so my job prospects are much better than Neebs over here, and
It
I will
is.
be providing for the financial security for this podcast because of that. And
Yeah.
I live in New York. Life is good.
Yeah. Well,
That's
and you
it.
do stand up,
Hell yeah, baby. Been a while.
and you
though.
do rap.
I
as
mean, I
well.
did it on
Yeah.
Zoom today. I actually had a Zoom show today. But
How'd that go?
I mean, it was fine, but like I'm kind of tired of just talking to the void. It feels more like vlogging, to be honest. And like
Yeah.
I kind of like it. Sometimes it's nice to just hear yourself rant, but like I'm a bit over it, I guess. Oh, but I just hit 1,000 followers on TikTok, so I could go live on there now, and that's super
Uh-huh.
fun. Like I'll get like 2 viewers, and it's just hilarious. Like I'll just be
That's
calling
dope.
them out on their yeah. So shout
You know,
out my
that's sick.
TikTok.
Yeah. We'll have links to everything at the end of this. We'll have links to his
Hell
TikTok. We'll
yeah.
have links to my softcore
Piss
porn.
talk.
My piss talk.
Yeah, Jacob
I
has an
talk and I
OnlyFans.
piss. I have an OnlyFans, ladies, men.
It's
human.
actually wildly unpopular. It almost got deleted off the app.
By popular demand, people band together.
Yeah.
Like, this man is a menace. Take him off this app. Oh, dude. Now I have some friends on OnlyFans, and I want to fucking like. They're not honest. They're not honest about it. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
okay. Yeah.
Like they swear like it's super popular and it's popping and they're making a bunch of money. And it's like, then why'd you delete it then, bitch? Why'd you delete your fucking OnlyFans? If you're making so much,
Damn.
I'm serious,
Right?
bro. No, if you made good money on OnlyFans, like I would show everything, like easily, for like good money. I don't give a fuck.
No, you wouldn't though. Like you'd have to make
I would
such
show my
good
dick.
money. All right, like I understand that. I'm just saying you would. You wouldn't because like unless you're making life-changing money, like you're
Mhm.
never getting a job again if you have an OnlyFans.
Like a teaching job, like a teaching and government job. You can't get those.
No,
Anything.
any
Like
job.
what? Like what?
Like unless you're working at like retail or something, but like well, maybe if you use a fake name.
You're
but,
thinking like upper management. Yeah, you're thinking like way up.
well, isn't that what like most people want to achieve though?
No, it's of course most people want to achieve. I'm talking about most people can't achieve that. That's why you start an OnlyFans. If you could achieve that, like the reason me and you are gonna start an OnlyFans is because yeah, for me and you could become the CEO one day. I could become something one day. I could become a producer, something like that. Sure, maybe like we could do that, but like the average day person, I'm not saying that. Like if I didn't give a fuck about my image, like we're doing this podcast right now, we're doing stuff like that. If I didn't care, if I just like did whatever the fuck, even if I did like law full time, if you do law full time, like yeah, change your name. I most like who's that popular? Like Belle Delphine? Like no, like do you know this like anyone that's not like a famous person? Do you know like the top rated like top only like OnlyFans person? No, I don't. No one fucking knows that person. You can make a bunch of fucking money and then do your
Probably
main
like
job. I
Lana
could be a
Rhodes
lawyer
or
easily
something.
and do that. Yeah, but like they're already famous from something else, right? So like who gives a fuck? Also, like
Yeah,
if
I
they do know
guess.
you, it's like it's almost like the porn star thing of like it's even worse than the porn star thing because the porn star thing you could Google porn for free, right? If they know your OnlyFans, that means they subscribed to your OnlyFans and like paid money to you, right?
Right.
That's what it is,
I mean,
dude. Like there was an good sorry.
well, like it has to be the fake name. Well, okay. Another question. This might be very out of touch, but like, what the hell are you drinking?
Gatorade.
I hate to see it, but like,
Yeah.
this might be out of touch. But if you're not like working, like people who don't want to do film, not artists, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't get the aspiration. Like, are you either working in an actual company or you just like have accepted that the job you're gonna have like is a dead end job and you're just gonna have to like live with that? Like, I don't get why anyone would want the dead end job. Like, you know what I mean?
You know, it's just, but like, it's because we look at it as a dead end job, like you look at it as a dead end job, right? But other people just like it's like a stable income, right? If you work at a like it's like many of my family members work construction and stuff like that, right? Like electricians for like the city, stuff like that. They make solid money. They're not gonna be managers. They're not gonna be, at no point would be management, but they make really good money. You can make like really like one of my like close family members works as an electrician for like I forgot what city, but a city, and he makes like $150,000 a year, something like that. Like it's absurd amounts of money.
Yeah.
So like that's
Right.
right. Like, and have an OnlyFans.
That's
Like
fine,
who would
man.
give a fuck? Yeah.
If you're like self-employed too, that makes sense. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. If it's
Like-
a fake name, it's all good.
Also, like how famous could you really get? You know, like it's kind of thing of like the more famous you get. Like if you get that famous after a while, who gives a fuck about your other job? Like if
Would
you're
you
that
care?
well
Okay.
known,
Would you care if your mom was a porn star?
yeah.
So I feel really bad for like that.
Yeah, but like it is what it is. Like I'm not saying like I think anyone that says that they wouldn't care is lying. Now I'm not saying that people shouldn't be porn stars. People shouldn't, porn stars shouldn't have kids. You should be able to do whatever you want. I'm sure they're good people.
Of
I'm sure they
course.
make great parents. The whole nine. But like you just don't want to think about certain things, right? Like there's certain like I doubt my parents would want me to be a porn star, and they're very open minded. But like you just don't want to think about your kids or family members, people near you soliciting their bodies, I guess, or like even just like because it's like you don't want to think about like your parents having sex with other people, like close family members having sex with other people, right? Oh wait, my internet connection's unstable. Give it a second. Okay, it seems to be okay right now. But like you don't want to like imagine
Yeah.
them having sex with other people, and then just know that everyone's gonna be able to see it. It makes you feel a little bit exposed. I'm sure. I'm sure it's kind of different to know that your friends might be able to see your parents' porn,
Right. I think
right?
like it's almost fully like there's the them actually being a parent is completely fine. Like obviously they're probably great parents.
Right.
It's more just like the kids at school that you must get
Yeah.
clowned a lot, and that sucks. But
Yeah. I mean, like it's tough enough to be like a kid, especially when like you're 12 and 13. Like I remember I was fatter than I am now, believe it or not. And like it was tough. People were fucking mean. People would be like, "You're fucking fat," and I was like, "I am fucking fat." Like the kids are mean. I can only imagine if you're 12 and you find out, some kid you don't really like that much at school, his parent did porn, and be like, "I've seen your parent fuck." Like yeah, you just do that. Like and you wouldn't think about the consequences. Like I guess you'd have to work towards
yeah,
a society where that's not a big deal, but like, it'd still be weird.
yeah, I mean, it's the oldest profession, they say, right?
Prostitution. Fuck yeah.
Nope.
Isn't that
Nope.
weird? Because like
Porn star.
there was Cain and Abel just like with a camera. They're just like, yeah,
Yeah.
go get it, buddy. You got this. I'm selling this shit to the snake down the street. Fuck yeah.
The snake. That snake was a dirty
Or
dog. I mean, I'm sorry. Is that a consensus?
Garden of Eden
He
Part
has
2
to-
XXS. Yeah. Adam bit the apple. Let's see what Cain bites into. And then just like, yeah. Yeah. We just lost
Snake's
all the religious
ass.
viewers right now, by the way.
No, they definitely agree with our commentary on the snake being a dirty dog.
that snake. That snake was he wanted all the
Sick freak.
fixins. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was into it.
Maybe that's why.
Dude,
Yeah,
yeah.
people never think about it like that. Maybe the snake was lonely and was just like, "Come on, like
Was the
let's
snake
be
the
friends."
devil? Is that the thing?
I think so. I'm pretty sure because I like for sure like the like common knowledge is it is, but isn't there like a thing where it's implied it's not the devil, that it's something like the devil? It's like a devilish figure. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
I remember. Your parents are religious, right?
Not my parents so much, grandparents.
Oh, okay. Honestly, because like again, mostly Mexican area. Most people here are super religious. My family's religious, and I just thought it was funny that like growing up, you're told like the story of Adam and Eve, and you're like, and this is why women suck. You know what I mean? Like it was like overt sexism in the Bible. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
all the bad shit in the world is caused because of women, and like it shocked me because I was like, I remember from a young age. So this is I guess my religious beliefs a bit. Like I don't take those stories as literal. I take them as allegorical. I don't think that any of those things like most of those things actually happen. I think they're just allegories that we use today to make statements about human nature. So like, and I thought this since I was really young, and I remember I was probably like 9. We were watching CSI. It was me and my mom, and they realized that one of the victims was a male because of the ribs. And I was like, oh, well, why is a man having one less rib than a woman? Like, why does that happen? And my mom went, oh, because Adam gave up his rib for Eve. And I went, yeah, but why do men really not have that extra rib, right? Like, I remember being 9 and being like, yeah, but that's a story. That's not why. Like, why? And Like from a young age, I always just kind of got that vibe. Like, oh, these are
Wait. Did you say
stories.
men have an extra rib?
No, we have one less rib.
Is that true?
Yeah,
No, it isn't.
Google it.
No, it's not.
Google it.
There's no way.
Because the story of Adam.
No, it's not true. It's not true.
Really?
I think they just made that up. Yeah.
Oh, fucking internet. Cause fucking internet.
Yeah.
Wait, say it
that's
again.
not true. That's just not true.
It's just a myth. Wow.
Well, it's just in the Bible, so people think that. What gives?
Well, there you go. There you go. That shit really doesn't make sense then.
Okay. Apparently, each person has a different amount too, so just weird.
Oh, that's cool. Then I don't know what's
Wait,
up
what was
with
the
that
thing?
episode of CSI then. I don't know. Well, the point I was trying to make was like I just from a young age just being like, oh, maybe religion, like maybe they're stories, like they have value, the stories, but they're stories first and foremost. And I just remember being shocked by like the overt amounts of like sexism that like affected people because of it. You know what I mean?
Right, because
It'd be like if I, like-
Adam, it's not like Adam, like didn't make the choice to also eat it. Like he also
Right.
did that, right? Or
Yeah.
did he not?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
No, he
Right.
chose to. Eve convinced him, but he chose to. But like, but I think it's
The
like once
apple
you
must
bite
have
into
been
it at all,
so
like
good.
you're fucked.
I could really,
Yeah.
yeah, like I could really
That's
go
such
for
a-
an apple right now.
Yeah. Like, you ever think about that story and just think like, what a dumb lesson, I guess. Like, why would you even put fucking apples there? You know what I mean?
Well, it kind of, but that's kind of how it goes in real life.
What do you mean?
Like, there's a lot of temptations in real life that you could choose or not to avoid.
Right, but like, it's that thing. Alright, so I'm looking at it from like, God's the creator. God created everything, right? He created man, created woman, and in this, he created everything. So it's like you created beings who have temptations. I guess if you're going to argue like we make choices, then sure. But like he made the first two people like straight up, and they had like their feelings, right? Like they had like, you know what I mean? Like he made them, and then he like it would be like, I think Bill Burr has like a bit on it even, where he was like, if you make a car and you make it shitty, and it doesn't drive fast enough, and then you kick the shit out of it, and you're like, fuck you, car, you're a piece of shit. It's like, you fucked it. You fucked it when you made it.
No,
like, sure.
it's not like that.
Okay.
It's not like that. It's more like you're making a simulation. Like, let's say you're
Okay.
making a video game, and then you create like your first little batch of AI, and then you test it. You put it to the test, and then you're like, oh, this is actually pretty shitty AI. Like it didn't do what I wanted it to do.
Yeah, but imagine if you did the same thing, and then you were just like, here's apples, don't eat it. You'd be like, well, what? The AI would be
Yeah.
like, what the fuck would you put apples for, though? But, like, I get that. But if
No,
it's such
but
like
but he said don't eat it. If he hadn't said don't eat it, then I get it. But like he literally explicitly said it. So it was like clearly.
yeah,
a
but like,
test.
why even put? I know it's a test, but what a fucking, like, what an annoying test, I guess. Like, what a like a dumb thing
But he
to do,
does.
I guess.
He
Like,
does that. Like throughout the whole Bible, there's
I
like
know.
tons of tests.
I guess it's just like it's
You're
weird
being
that
tested every single day.
like, yeah, I know. There's too much hose around here. That's getting edited out. Okay. No, but like, it's the first two people that we are all based off of, right? Like, it's not like these are like ones of hundreds of people, and like these two happen to be the shit ones. Imagine like if you only created two. Like, I'm trying to think about it. Like was God supposed to know that people would get better? Like, wouldn't you just assume that's the species? Like, the species is easy to be tempted and easy to be convinced. But God just knew we would get better and that Jesus would come along? Like, that just seems like such like a...
Well, I don't know. I
know
guess
what I mean?
the whole point
Like,
is that
why
we
make
learned
us this
our
way?
lesson. We got punished.
And it
Well, I
was a
think he
brutal
still had
fucking
to-
punishment.
I think he had to still create us with free will. or else it would just wouldn't function.
I guess, but you could have people. Okay, so like there's Jesus, right? Why not just make Jesus the first person then? Why not make someone like MLK? Or because even MLK fucking cheated. Like, why not make someone amazing, right? Why make a species that's easily tempted? Dude, a fucking snake slithered in, was like, try this apple, and she was like, fuck it. Like, what a fucking stupid species, right? Like, you made that AI.
I don't know.
Whether even if you give that AI free choice, freedom of will, you also, dude, like, God made our ability, like, our willpower, right? Like, are you going on
But
diets?
okay, like now
You- and
we're
then-
but
uh-huh.
now we're assuming that God is like completely perfect in everything he does. I don't know if that's a correct assumption.
Isn't that what the Bible believes?
Not necessarily, because like he clearly can't be like all powerful, or you know that whole paradox thing, like if he's all knowing then he
good.
can't be all powerful, like all that. So like I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe he just botched this, like he can't make perfect humans. If he like, you either give them free will or you make them perfect. I don't think you can make them perfect and give them free will.
I think, though, you could make them have free will and have stronger willpower. That's not perfect, but that's just better willpower. That's not perfect still. That's still flawed.
We don't know. Like he could have done. We don't know how he making species works. Maybe he could have. I don't know.
Yes. Like, well, he just hit. I mean, okay, if we want to agree that maybe he just hit like, you know when you do like character building like in GTA or something, and you just hit randomize. Like, I guess if you just hit randomize and it popped out those two idiots, and then he's like, these fucking.
There's more like
dumbasses.
he had a set limit of attributes, and then he like spent too much on brain, and then didn't spend enough on willpower. He didn't have enough credits left.
You think Adam and Eve were like really? You think they were really attractive?
Huge cock, Adam. I mean, probably.
Didn't they have like 19 kids or something?
Do you think like people in ancient times were attractive? Because okay, like recently
apparently they
I've
were
been
ugly.
really, right. I've been daydreaming about like going back in time. Two things on that. First, like
Yeah.
I was thinking like if I went back in time, I'd have so much knowledge, so much more knowledge than them. But like realistically, could I communicate that in a way that wouldn't get me killed or that would be useful? Probably not. Like, but I'm gonna be like, yeah, like there's this thing called the iPhone. It's sick. Like you could talk to anyone in the world. They're gonna be like, oh, cool. Like, how do we build that? I'm just gonna be like, oh, I have literally no clue. Like, I just know that it's a thing, but I don't know. I can't help
like,
you there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean like, because even if you could, like, let's say we could bring back all the books with us and everything, like, you would still be murdered, because then you'd be like, well, there, you know,
You're a gypsy.
well, yeah, like we go around the sun, not the other way around. Like it's like common knowledge. Like imagine explaining like bacteria to somebody, like a Roman being like, oh, like the reason your kid's dying right now is because you broke his leg and bacteria went inside his leg and you have to cure it now.
I think that's the only one that we might actually be able to communicate, because like you know how the world like completely changed once doctors realized they needed to stop fucking infecting people, and then like yeah, you know what I mean? So then like I feel like if you just told a doctor like just wash your hands like after everything, like trust me, like you're gonna see instantly like people are gonna stop dying, then maybe they would have tried it and seen it in action. But
I'm not even kidding. When did we make soap?
I don't know. What even is soap? Like, what is in it that kills the damn?
I don't
like.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea. I think people used to put your hand in water because it's apparently, I remember hearing this from like a teacher in high school, but like if you just like rinse off your hands, like that gets most of the bacteria actually.
Right. Yeah. So like,
but
is
like
soap just the smell? Like it's.
No, it gets everything else. Like I'm sure it's actually like, especially if you're a doctor, like you have to be super careful like what you're touching. But like I think in general, like if you're just doing, if you fill up the trash, you could probably just rinse your hands and you'd probably be fine actually.
That's interesting.
But I think things like things like fecal matter, urine, probably like those kinds of things, like you would probably actually have to wash your hands because that could be dangerous.
Yeah, we touch a lot of that on this podcast.
Yeah. That's all we talk. That's all we do, mate. That's what it's called. That my piss talk is. It's just that.
Piss tub?
That's a callback. You made that fucking joke about
Oh.
TikTok and pissing. That was your joke, bitch.
Oh. Yes. Very callback.
I'm throwing it back to you. Yeah. I was gonna do that whole thing. Like, okay. See, you're white passing, and I guess I'm pretty light too. But like, do you wonder? Like, are you? No, I can say like time travel. In terms of time travel, like depending on where we went, do you ever get worried like someone's gonna see you and just be like, no, like I'm not listening to you?
Because I'm white?
But see, but you're white. That's what I mean. Like, it wasn't like for me. Like, I've wondered, like, would they look at me and be like close enough, or would they look at me and be like, nah, get the fuck out
Well,
of
do
here?
you think
Like,
do you think racism was a thing since the dawn of time, or do you think like wasn't at one point?
Oh, I'm sure it wasn't at one point, but also like I'm sure you'd freak out some people. Like, imagine if like going to Africa. Like, imagine us popping up like in Africa, like at one just random point, they'd be like, "What the fuck is that guy?" Like, you would freak him out. Like in Asians, like any group, like if you like showed them certain people, they'd be like, "What the?" Imagine like when the fucking Native Americans seen white people, must have been like, "What the fuck?" Like it must have like blown their minds.
That's true.
Like they look so different. Like they have blue eyes, they're all tall and shit, they're all light. Like it must have fucking blown their minds. And then like the Spaniards got there, and they're just like.
So do you think they found European women attractive?
Different? I have no idea. I think it probably works the way like it works nowadays of like the more because like okay so have we talked about this like why like America and Mexico are so different like in terms of how they treated natives and everything. So the way it happened was like in Mexico the Spanish came along, they killed their emperor and they killed like some of their generals and then they just put Spanish like people in, like they put Spanish generals and they're like, okay, these are your new leaders, everything else is going to stay the same now, right? Like the rest of the natives, like you guys are gonna do your normal jobs, only difference is you're gonna be taxed and do everything by these guys, right? So after a while enough Spanish people came over and lived like that. So what I'm assuming happened was like if you grow up your whole life like because obviously Spanish people have to be raised there now, if you grow up your whole life around natives and if you're native and you grow up around like if you're born and raised around white people, after a while you would just be like, oh, like you'd get used to it and you would find each other attractive because you would get used to each other's features, right? As opposed to in America, we kind of just wiped out everybody, right? Like there wasn't the same structure of government that there was in Mexico, and even if there was, I don't think we cared. So we just wiped out as much as we could. We never actually mated with them. So I think you'd probably have to be born with it and then get used to those features. Like I think I mentioned before, like certain like okay, so we had a roommate. I'm not gonna say the roommate's name, but we had a roommate. Shut the fuck up. Okay, so we had a roommate. He didn't find me attractive. Again, that's fine. You don't have to find me attractive. You know, it's whatever. What I noticed was people in New York. Pretty much, I guess, if you're used to native-looking features, like I look kind of Asian. Like I'm Mexican, but like I look kind of Asian. I look kind of white, but like I look Hispanic. I look like a Latino person. If you're used to these features, I'm not saying you'd think I was like amazing looking, but you would think I was either normal looking to like okay looking. And if you weren't used to these features like that roommate was, you would be like, what the fuck am I looking at? And you'd find it very unattractive, which is fine, obviously. Like everyone's different. But I realized like, I think that goes for everybody. Like if you're used to certain features, you will find those certain features attractive. If you're not used to those features, you'll think they're ugly.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that because like
Okay.
I think sometimes people are into exotic stuff, you know, that you don't see, like, because it's less boring, as long as it's kind of similar. Like, some people are genuinely attracted to like the Avatar woman. Like, how does that work?
It's but like she has features that look. This is like a weird thing. Like,
right, but that's what I'm saying. Like, people like if they're at least a little like similar to us, but
a little bit, yeah,
exotic. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think that even goes. I think that's why like Latinos are able to kind of like play the field a bit, because we could kind of like you have me and then you have Cardi B, right? And like Cardi B could pass as Latino or black. I think she's Afro Latino, so like that works. And I'm like lighter and Latino, so then like white, Asian, and Latino people. So
That's facts.
yeah. Okay.
All
Yep.
right, guys, and to wrap up the show, we have our world famous segment, Weekly Look Back with Neeb and Cheeb.
With the boys. Okay, let's do it. All right. So, this week, oh fucking like California. I don't know about New York, but California opened up again. So like you don't have to wear a mask anymore. You 6 feet apart. Fuck it. Like you could go ham. Disneyland's open again. Did it freeze? It froze, didn't it? Oh my fucking god.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get better internet connection. Okay, we're back. Okay, so yeah, everything opened up in California.
Yeah.
Disneyland's
Get
back.
some-
Fucking theaters are back. Everything completely back. Gyms are open.
You're good. You're
What
good.
happened? Yeah. Okay, cool. So everything opened back up in California. No more masks, no more anything, and I'm fucking psyched. I got vaccinated. I'm going to the gym this Friday. I have a gym membership. I'm already landing up. I'm fucking gonna go ham, bro. Like genuinely, I can't wait to get fucking shredded. I want to go to the theater again, dude. The last fucking movie I seen was that Harley Quinn movie. It was fucking terrible. That's the last movie I seen in the movie theater. It was fucking trash.
So damn.
Do you have any thoughts on this?
These are exciting times.
Oh, I'm fucking
think-
jacked, bro. I'm so excited.
So are you comfortable not wearing a mask indoors?
Not. See, I'm not fully vaccinated either, though. Like, it doesn't really kick in until Friday because I got it last Friday. It's like the previous Friday. Like, if I'm being honest, like, comfortable safety-wise, yes. Comfortable, like, will I be seen as, like, an asshole? No. But
Yeah.
I'm not scared of getting it. I think I'll be fine.
That was me today. And then I guess my
Mm-hmm.
update on this coast is that I'm going to Six Flags on Wednesday with it's the goodbye to with the kid I tutored. Parents suggested it. I was like,
Yeah.
let's get it. Should be
That's
fun.
awesome.
I mean,
Yeah, that's awesome.
it'll
Yeah.
be very no mask, very anti-mask, but yeah.
Yeah. That's dope, though. Lucca, throughout college, has done a series of babysitting jobs. He
I'm
loves
a
it.
tutor. Absolutely excuse you.
He's a babysitter. You would
I'm
go on
absolutely-
walks with them. Would you tutor him on those walks? You go to the park. Like no, he was.
called math. We did homework in a park. It's called 2020, buddy. It's called being woke.
That's nice. That's nice. So yeah, that's really cool. So yeah, is there any big news that's happening? The UFC last night was fucking great. I'm glad Silva beat Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. seems like a dickhead, so I'm glad like Silva won.
And then did you see the Kevin Durant buzzer beater?
No, I seen like a tweet about it. What happened?
He hit a buzzer beater to tie the game, but like it was supposed to be a 3-pointer, but he wears a literal size 18 shoe, so because his feet are so big, it was like literally a millimeter on the line, and that made it a 2 instead of a 3, and the 3 would have won the game, and then they went on to lose. So
That sucks so much. That's so unfortunate. That's dumb. It shouldn't be where the fucking toe ends. It should be where the fucking heel begins, right? Doesn't that make more sense? Because, like, his body's where his heel
that's
is,
a
not where
decent
his
point.
toes are. That's dumb,
that's a
man.
pretty decent
That
point.
sucks.
I might bring that up to Adam Silver, low key.
I'm going to bring that up to Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant should fucking sue.
Last thing, do you feel like your hairline is in good shape? A lot of our friends have been receding.
I have a deceptively, like, long hairline. Like, it goes all... But it's always been like that. So, no, it's not receding. I'm cool with my hairline.
What about thinning?
Like,
Have you thought
nope,
about
I have a
thinning?
lot of fucking hair. For
What
sure
do you
it's
think
not.
of
Like,
mine?
I have,
You
like,
think I'm good? You
super
think I'm
thick
good
hair.
for now?
I'm not, like, in person with you, but, like, last time I seen it, you look good. We have a bunch of fucking hair, both of us, so I think we're gonna be fine.
I
Like,
hope so, man.
I'd be
so.
so bummed if... Because I feel like we would look so stupid bald.
It's so bad.
I refuse to get...
bald. I can't commit.
I would. No, like, I'm not getting that fucking hair transplant bullshit. I'm not doing that. I'll wear a hat. I'll wear a beanie. Like I'm going bald. If my shit starts going down, I'm going bald and I'm getting a beanie. That's my life.
Yeah. Hate that. Hate that for you. Hate it.
You would get hair transplant?
I think I would if I was rich enough. I'm not going bald, bro. What the hell you mean?
Just like man up to it. Like it's all you could do is man up to it. You don't want to be like the guy from fucking 2.5 Men,
But
John Cryer.
what's the like? I feel like a hair transplant these days, like everyone gets it. Tory Lanez gets it. Freaking.
It just like
Other
it just seems so
people
like
probably.
it just seems so like just it's just man up. I don't know, just like man up. You're gonna be bald. Tory Lanez especially. Tory Lanez would look fine
Okay,
bald.
so are you
even though
against
he's like a piece of shit.
cosmetic surgery in general?
No.
So would you tell a girl who wants a nose job to man up?
Yeah, probably. It mattered. Okay, I'll say this: if you would look
So you are
terrible
against
bald,
cosmetic surgery?
hear me
you
out. Hear
little
me out.
fuck.
Let me say it. If you would look, okay, I'll say this: if you already look fine, I don't think we need to make like super people. But if it was something, if it's a small feature and a small surgery would significantly enhance you, and or if you're very insecure and you'd feel a lot better, sure. If you're very insecure about your fucking hair, then go ahead and do it. But I think that as a society, we should just go like, there's nothing wrong with these other features. That's my view. If it would make, if you're very insecure, if it's giving you anxiety, do the hair transplant. That's fine. I don't give a shit.
I'm very insecure.
Okay. Well, then just do a hair transplant then. Dude, real quick, I'm not even kidding. Do you know Korean Zombie, like the UFC fighter?
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Dude, he has my exact hair. It freaked me out when I was watching the fight because I was like, no, Google his hair. Because it's like the exact, dude, I'm not even kidding. It looks like it's made
I
from
swear to
behind.
God, like if it's not exactly the same,
I'm gonna
not
turn
coming
around.
back
Okay,
on
I'm
the
gonna turn around.
podcast.
Look. Okay.
You want me to look at the back of his hair or
Just any of it, dude. Like we have the same hair. Like the way his fade happens and everything.
Stop. Literally.
We have the same hair. What?
What?
We don't have the same hair?
I mean, I feel like your haircut is a very, like.
No, it's not the haircut. It's the hair type, mate.
It's a
It's like
fade.
the hair. No, it's the type of hair. It's not the haircut. It's like
yeah, you
the
have
hair
Asian
type.
hair.
I have Asian hair.
Yes, this is.
It looks
facts.
identical to his. Yes. And just to make this clear, we're not saying that negatively. I like my hair. I like it.
Yeah, it's positive. It's honestly
Thanks,
good. It's
Lucca.
thick.
Lucca has very nice. Yeah, it's a bitch though sometimes because like, gel doesn't hold it. I don't know why. But it is what it is. Okay, dude, I'll let you go to bed. I know it's late over there. It's a good week. Everyone, thank you for listening. If you listened, leave a comment about how cute Lucca is and how much you want to suck him and how bad you want to see his TikTok. Or don't. If you're a family that listens to this, you shouldn't have listened to this. Yeah. If you're a classmate, thanks. Everyone.
We should have given fake
you.
names, OnlyFans style.
And then just make if you want to hear our names, you have to pay $20.
Yeah.
That can actually work. We'll be trying to do this every Tuesday. We'll release podcast every Tuesday. And yeah, maybe this will evolve and we'll have a topic after a while. But right now we're just trying to kind of see where this goes. So thank you guys, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week, fellas.
And people and humans, all inclusive. Don't come at me, NYU. NYU people, if you come at me, I'll punch you in the crotch.
I cut my mic.